The game of dominoes, played with a set of rectangular tiles, has been around for centuries. Originally from China, like pasta, they found their way to Europe and today has a worldwide following. But nowhere is it played more than south of the border, where it's in Puerto Rico, Mexico, or Dominican Republic. The game is still an important part of Latin social life across the hemisphere. For some here in Boston, the game, they say, should be recognized not only as an official sport, but also as a helpful therapeutic tool that keeps the mind and memory active, which they say can help battles Alzheimer's and other memory-related ailments, especially in older folks. For the past few years now, the Boston Warriors Domino League has been steadily growing in number of players and also in a yearly tournament that now attracts more than 200 players from all over the globe. To tell us more about this movement, we are joined by Boston Warriors Domino League founder and president, Aida Silva. Welcome to Urban Update, Aida. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me here.
So tell me, it looks like dominoes is alive and thriving. Is it still as strong culturally as it always was?
Well, you can say that. But now it's more interesting now because people are getting to learn it to be professional. We have a lot of leagues around the world that plays professional tournament like a World Cup. So, you know, people think that it's not only a game. It's not only a game. It's something else to do, to teach you how to discipline your life and how to live a better life, using your brain every single day.
How does dominoes connect people in your view?
To tell you the truth, we have a lot of issues with different languages around the world, so we use dominoes with just one language, numbers. Everywhere you go, you do like this, and you don't have to speak the language that those people speak. They know that it's 5. So what we use is we try to teach people how to play dominoes and let them work together a way that they don't have to pronounce a word, but just the numbers. And believe me, it's really working.
Well, how popular is dominoes here in the Boston area, and how has your league grown?
Well, we started with 2 or 3 clubs that started working with us because they do have tournament around the Massachusetts area, especially in places that, you know, they get together in the summertime and basements, the family come together and they start playing. And we decided, you know, to get all of them together in a club or different in school, senior citizen center, and teach all of them to play together. And believe me, it has really, really helped. And our league has grown so fast that I'm amazed. Last year we have 88 players playing and 60 of them were just watching at the tournament. And this year we're expecting more than 200 players to come.
Wow, that's very impressive. Now I understand you were spearheading a movement to have dominoes officially recognized as an official sport. Talk to me about that. Why do you want that?
Well, you know, I was sick before. I had my issues with cancer before, so I decided when I was in bed I had to do something different to let people know that there's something out there that you can use as a therapy. So I started, you know, gathering information and reading and writing, and I decided to put it all together and present it to one of our follower, Mr. Marcus Dever, to see if we can let the government know that dominoes is not just a game, it's a sport. Puerto Rico is part of the United States nation, and they declared dominoes a sport in 2010. So I decided, you know, why cannot we try at least to have dominoes look different than just a game?
More like chess?
Yeah, more like chess.
If they can do it for chess, they can do it for dominoes?
Yeah, they can do it for chess and bridge. You know that sometimes, you know, people say, what's the difference between chess and dominoes? And I tell them, you know, the difference between chess and dominoes, that chess, you're just quiet, looking at the table and moving things up, down, and to the side. And dominoes, you have to move them up, down, and to the side, and you have to calculate the numbers in the middle.
Now, talk to me about, I guess, the medical benefits. You say there are medical benefits to playing dominoes?
Yes, yes. Have you ever suffered from frozen shoulder?
Frozen shoulder? I've had a little shoulder pain every now and then, but...
Okay, well, if you take these dominoes and you are playing and you do this to move them around, you are doing something with your shoulder, so you will never have frozen shoulder. And another thing, you have to hold them. You have to put them here, and you have to mash them. You have to keep your mind looking at the dominoes and trying to figure out who's playing what. And that way you can keep your brain busy. You don't see a gym out there for brains, right?
No, you don't.
Domino's is a gym because you have to be calculating, you have to be memorizing all the time, and you have to be sure that you are respecting what everybody else is playing.
Now, you've got a tournament coming up. How many people are you expecting?
Well, at the beginning, we were expecting about 200 people. But now we're getting ready to close the inscriptions because we have too many players coming. We probably passed 300 players.
Wow, so you've really been, this has really been growing.
It's growing, and it's growing so fast that I could not believe it. I had a call today, somebody called me from the International Federation from Florida, and they are really into it because they said, we didn't know that in Massachusetts we have so many clubs, and we have probably from 150 clubs all around the Massachusetts area.
Now, you've got a gala coming up, I guess the night before. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, the gala, we do it every single year since we started last year because we like the community to know what we do. What we're trying to do with Domino's in school, in hospital, different places to, to train kids and train youngs to have a sport that they can play. As you can see, there's a lot of kids that can be playing basketball and baseball. We have Down syndrome kids that cannot play baseball or basketball. So we teach them how to play dominoes. And we have people that are blind. We have a team of 4 blind people that play professional dominoes. And believe me, I took them to a club and I play against them, and I know how to play, and they won.
And no, but they can't see the numbers. So
that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. They can read, right?
Yep.
So what they do, instead of putting the tile like this, they put it like this, and they just move them around and they touch them.
Yeah. And they have to keep memorizing. You really have to
keep memorizing, and you should see them. They said, "I'm going to calculate," and they touch all the dominoes, and they say, "Well, there's 160 points down there. There's only 8 points on the table. I'm going to close the game, and I'm winning."
Amazing, amazing. Now, talk to me about, I guess, your personal journey. This is really personal for you.
Oh, well, when I got sick, I thought my life was going to end. That's when the doctor gives you a bad news about what you have, especially when you got cancer, you think that your life is ending right there, then and there. So I started thinking, how can I make the difference getting out of this? I don't want to be depressed. So I started playing dominoes, and I started calling my friends, please visit me and let's play dominoes together. As a matter of fact, every night when I went to sleep, I didn't think about I had cancer. I was thinking about how I was going to beat my next couple when I started playing.
Now, one of the things you were saying before we started the show, you said that you take a young child, young boy, young girl, teach them dominoes, and they'll never have math problems, you say?
They will never have math problems. And the good thing about it is
why not?
Because they have to add, they have to calculate all the time. If you see the tile, it says 8, right? Mm-hmm. In order for them to learn this and recognize it, they have to match all of the tiles the same way. If I have another 5, a 3, they know that 3 and 3 goes together. Mm-hmm. And that way we can teach them how to add, we can teach them how to multiply, we can teach them how to subtract, and how to know which one of the other tiles are in what hand.
And you talked about therapeutic, this benefiting people who maybe have Alzheimer's, or
yes.
people, just keeping people sharp in their old age?
Yes, because, people that get sick with Alzheimer's is because they don't really practice anything. And that's why we want dominoes to become a sport.
And just to wrap it up one last time, when is the tournament and how can people sign up?
Okay, they can sign up by calling 617-602-6907. That's my personal number. 617-516-9293. That's the secretary number. And you can either come to the gala on Saturday at 7 o'clock at the Ramada Inn Hotel. That's when we're going to be talking about more about that. And we have a press conference coming up on Monday.
All right. And this we got that in the screen there, Domino Tournament, Sunday, May 29th at Hibernian Hall.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Aida Silva, thanks for coming in, and thanks for the great lesson in dominoes. And good luck with your campaign to make dominoes an official sport.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chess needs a little competition.
Yes,
all right,
it does. Thank you very much.
Okay, our next guest is an inspirational speaker, and currently he's the CEO of Lead the Baseline, an organization focused on facilitating leadership workshops for small organizations, nonprofit schools, churches, and shelters. We'll have more on that. We'll be right back.